Welcome to Sharp Cinema. It is October here in 2023, and you know what? I want to talk about creature movies. Particularly, I just want to spend a little bit of time gushing about a particular creature movie that I like. I like tiny creature movies. I like giant creature movies. I like movies with creatures and monsters in them because those can be fun and exciting. And you know what? Some people love Gremlins. I love Gremlins. I like Gremlins 1 and 2. Some people like Hobgoblins. Those people are weird. Some people like Ghoulies. Yep. I like Critters. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the Critters franchise and what I like about it. These movies are so dumb, but I like them. I like little tiny creatures with teeth. I like the movie Piranha. I'm not going to touch any of the rest of that series. In fact, to be perfectly honest, I like Critters as a franchise, but unfortunately I feel like it's been kind of thrown away by modern society and modern audiences, and rightfully so, because these movies are woefully uneven. I would say that Critters is kind of like the Halloween franchise of tiny monster movies. I think Puppet Master is that, actually, now I think about it. There's Puppet Master, there's Child's Play, there's a bunch. But Critters, there are 5 Critters movies, unfortunately. There are Critters 1, Critters 2, Critters 3 with Leonardo DiCaprio, Critters 4, which is in space for some reason, and Critters Attack, which is a modern take on it, which has a character, I think, that was like a background character essentially in the first movie. It's supposed to be something here, and then it tries to establish some kind of weird lore, and Anyways, I'm going to talk about every single one of the Little Critters movies, why I like or have a copy of them. Actually, most of this is because there was a really good set that came out that had, from Scream Factory, that had all 4 Critters movies, and then Critters Attack came out. I know, this movie, Warner Brothers put it out, right? Right? Yeah, they put this out. I think if you buy this online, it comes with DVD and the Blu-ray, but I wanted to thin pack it with the other ones, so that DVD, after watching the movie on Blu-ray, I kind of like... Well, I'll explain something there. I ended up giving away the old DVD for that. So I'm like, yeah, I just want the Blu-ray ones. I just want these on Blu-ray. Although, to be perfectly honest, if anybody wants to put out a perfect 4K set for Critters, Vinegar Syndrome, I'm looking at you. Or Scream Factory, maybe you? I don't know. I mean, let's be honest here. These are the 2 that you want. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about this. Now, the first Critters movie I actually saw was most of Critters 2, actually. I saw most of Critters 2 at I think my family was at some party or something with, I guess, relatives of ours. Anyways, and there was this on the TV. And I was just like, wait a second, what are these things? The design of the creatures themselves. And then when they roll up into that giant ball near the end because they're kind of fused together because of, cheeseburger grease and cheese and stuff. Yeah, they're fused together by cheese. But then this became something later on in this. Anyways, I remember laying awake at night because of this movie, because I was trying to figure out the practical special effects. This was a time when CG was not really a big thing, and there's a part there where the critter ball rolls over a person, and that person is immediately replaced by a corpse. And I was sitting here thinking to myself, was that done in one shot or in multiple shots? And if it's done in multiple shots, that makes it easy, but how would you do that in one shot? You'd have the trap door, I think, and then you'd have the corpse thing that has to show up after that. I remember it being multiple shots, but Honestly, I liked the effects. Everything just seemed interesting about these little creatures. There's like a weird bounty hunter thing too, so it kind of appeals to the side of me that likes Metroid, but also, rather Metroid 2. I like Metroid 2 because like you're a bounty hunter out there to kind of exterminate a thing. You've been sent as a hunter to wipe out an entire population and ecosystem. Think about that for a moment. Huh. It's kind of crazy. And it has the effect that it would, because like once you remove one kind of predator, another kind of predator moves in. Anyways, critters. So, let's talk about these movies. I'm going to start with the first one, go through all 5 of them, because I've seen all 5 of them, and I have thoughts on all 5 of them. And then I'm going to rate them. And, yeah. So, the first Critters takes place in like a little farmhouse, and these critters show up, and they actually grow in size the more they eat, or something like that. And they lay eggs, and they have little spines that can immobilize their prey. They also can roll up into a ball for movement. There's another movie that came out recently, or either a couple of years ago, which had like little weird fluff balls that trapped people and sent them off into space or something. And that was really, really stupid. This is the good one. Anyways, the creatures are like special. They're practical effects. And the practical effects and puppetry on them is awesome. This is what that inside of that looks like. But no, I hadn't seen this one until later on. And I feel like this is the most suspenseful of them all. In terms of that, it's like a little kind of home invasion thing, but with little alien fluff balls, and that's kind of great. I kind of dig it. I find that one to actually have some kind of scary moments in it or so. And it also has, let's see, who all's in here? What's the name of that dude that like, I forgot the name of that dude that gets like eaten. There's some people that get eaten in here where you're like, oh no. Yeah, you got like D-Wall, blah, blah. There's some people that are in this that are kind of interesting. Anyways, I thought this one was pretty good. The idea of the little bounty hunters showing up from space that can take like the appearance of people around them or creatures from the planet, and these having escaped from some kind of galactic prison or something. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. And then in the second one, the little critter eggs that were left at the end of the first one are taken away and decorated as Easter things, and then they hatch, and then they attack this town, and it's cheesy, it's great. It's pretty funny. The same bounty hunters show up, and it's good stuff. And people are thinking about it is that people just don't believe the people from the first movie over that, which is kind of sad. But this one was a good one in terms of that. Oh, by the way, these creatures speak a little language or so. The Critters were in progress and being made before Gremlins. But then, after Gremlins came out, Gremlins kind of influenced Critters, and especially Critters 2, and especially Critters 3. I feel like the puppets aren't as good. Leonardo DiCaprio's in this. It's actually his, yeah. It's one of his first few films, and it all takes place inside of a single building, and to be honest, it's not that terrible. It's just kind of boring a little bit, and I feel like the puppetry is not anywhere near as good or fun. And then Critters 4, everything was going to space, and it's just, ugh. Oh, by the way, Angela Bassett's in this one. That's kind of amusing. But yeah, there's and then they turn like one of the heroes from the first movie into a villain, and then Critters Attack completely ignores everything from that. The creatures spontaneously pop off stuff after they eat, like little puff balls similar to Gremlins. And then there's a white critter that's like a princess and can oh yeah, and the little critter ball. This ends with them shooting a critter ball on the stairs, and that's just like where it ends. Like, okay. It doesn't end it just stops. The characters aren't terrible. I mean, for the most part, there's some decent little action and stuff in it, and the creatures are mostly CGI though, which I don't like. I mean, this looks more like one of those those goblin hand puppet things than an actual critter. And the whole idea of like good critters, bad critters, bleh. I just kind of like them because they're little creatures, little fluffball creatures that roll up into a ball. They have got horrible teeth and stuff, and they're pretty vicious and deadly. Kind of like prototype Stitch characters. But no, if I were ranking these, which I'm going to go ahead and do anyways, it would be Critters 2 is, in my opinion, the best one. Then Critters. And then we're looking at... I had more fun with Critters Rot Attack than Critters 3 and 4. So, pretty much this would be like, if I were ranking them... Actually, now I think about it, no, parts of Critters Attack just made me mad. Like the little... But not as much as like making the hero from your first two movies the villain or so in the fourth one. Yeah, anyways, if I'm ranking them, it's Critters 2 is my favorite. Critters 1 is also great. Critters 3 is okay, just a little dull. Critters Attack has some interesting ideas that weren't fleshed out and completely ignore the rest of the movies. And then Critters 4 was just bad. Yeah. So that's that. I don't normally do these types of videos where I talk about movies or whatnot, but we've been doing a lot of that this year with 52 2023. So yeah, I might as well do a Halloween thing about critters. And there you go. That's all I had to say about critters. And until next video comes out, you are now caught up.
Morning, Maya.